Space is the biggest riddle, or so they say. Sure, the vast nothingness of space is terrifying in an existential way, but they clearly haven't looked down. Because nothing is as bone-chilling as the deep sea. And we're pretty sure you'll agree. We've barely scratched the surface of the ocean's darkest depths, but the 5% we have explored? Absolute nightmare fuel. Ferocious sea creatures, demonic natural forces, and even what scientists call underwater black holes. Yeah, those exist down there too. And trust us, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you think you're ready to dive into the ocean's most terrifying secrets, well, don't say we didn't warn you, because these 15 hidden secrets in the deep sea will definitely freak you out to the soul. Number 15. It's full of black holes. Think black holes are just a space thing? Guess again. The ocean has its own, and they're just as terrifying. These swirling underwater vortexes, known as ocean eddies, behave almost exactly like black holes in space, so anything caught in their path is sucked up. Scientists have discovered some up to 93 miles wide, which is larger than LA. These monstrous whirlpools trap everything inside, from ships to marine life, with no escape. And the scariest part? We barely understand how they work. Unlike the predictable hurricanes or surface currents, these oceanic black holes form in complete secrecy, spinning relentlessly under the waves. Their colossal size and gravitational pull distort water patterns, affecting global weather and marine ecosystems. Some even believe these hidden maelstroms are responsible for unexplained ship disappearances. Could they be linked to places like the Bermuda Triangle? We don't know yet, but the ocean is keeping its secrets locked in these spinning nightmares beneath the waves. Number 14. The immortal jellyfish. Death is inevitable for most creatures like us, but one tiny jellyfish might have cracked the code for immortality. Can't believe? Well, meet the one and only Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish. Simply put, it's a deep-sea organism that has the insane ability to reverse its aging process. When faced with stress, injury, or even starvation, this jellyfish doesn't die. It regenerates, transforming its adult cells back into an earlier stage of life. This cycle can repeat indefinitely, making it biologically immortal. Scientists believe this little creature could hold the key to unlocking anti-aging secrets, even potential cures for diseases like cancer. But despite its groundbreaking ability, very little is known about it. Could humans someday harness its powers? Could other creatures have evolved similar tricks? The deeper we look into the ocean, the more we realize. Nature has ways of defying death that we never even imagined. Number 13. The ocean's hidden geology. We think of the deep sea as a vast, empty void, but its landscape is just as wild as the one above ground. In fact, Earth's largest waterfall isn't even on land. It's deep beneath the ocean in the Denmark Strait, cascading a mind-boggling 11,500 feet down. That's more than 3 times taller than Angel Falls, the highest waterfall on land. Then there are brine pools, basically underwater lakes with their own shorelines, made of water so salty that it's toxic to most sea life. These eerie, still pools look like something straight out of a Musk movie, and they exist deep within the ocean floor, separated from the rest of the sea. And if that wasn't enough, volcanoes are erupting beneath the ocean floor without us even noticing. The largest underwater volcanic eruption in history happened recently, and scientists almost completely missed it. The fact that massive geological events can unfold in the deep sea without us even realizing it? Yeah, that's terrifying. Number 12. The mystery of blue whales. Blue whales are the largest animals ever to live on Earth. But not just that. They are way bigger than even the biggest dinosaurs. But despite their enormous size, we know shockingly little about them. Why? Because they're deep diving, elusive, and nearly wiped out by past whaling. We don't even know exactly how long they live. Some estimates say over 100 years, but that's still unconfirmed. Scientists aren't even sure how they reproduce, because blue whale mating and birthing habits have never been fully observed. In 2017, a bizarre video on the internet showing blue whales engaging in strange rolling and racing movements off Sri Lanka, sparking debate. Was this mating behavior? Or something else entirely? Even more unsettling? These gentle giants sing low, eerie calls that travel for miles through the ocean. But in recent years, their calls have been getting deeper and slower, and no one knows why. Is it climate change? Something more sinister? The ocean holds its secrets close, and blue whales are no exception. Number 11. The Milky Sea Phenomenon. Imagine sailing across the Indian Ocean at night, only to find the entire sea glowing like a ghostly, endless field of light. No, it's not a hallucination. It's the Milky Sea Phenomenon, a bioluminescent event so rare, it's been recorded only a handful of times in history. Unlike the usual glowing plankton that flickers briefly in waves, the Milky Sea can stretch for thousands of square miles, glowing continuously like a vast, eerie blanket of light. Sailors have described it as floating on a glowing, otherworldly ocean that stretches beyond the horizon. The cause? Well, bacteria. Billions of them work together in perfect harmony, creating an effect so bright it's been spotted from space. But here's the mystery. We still don't fully understand why it happens. Some believe it's a defense mechanism. Others think it's a rare ecological event. We don't know what to say to these people, but we do know one thing for sure. The ocean never ceases to amaze us. Number 10. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2011, divers scanning the Baltic Sea floor stumbled upon something that defied explanation. A massive circular structure, nearly 200 feet wide, sitting 90 meters below the surface. The object looked eerily like a crashed UFO, complete with drag marks leading up to it as if it had skidded to a stop on the ocean floor. Immediately, theories exploded. Was it an alien ship, a lost Nazi war machine, or something even weirder? Sonar scans showed the structure had unnatural-looking edges, strange grooves, and an oddly smooth surface, not something you'd expect from natural rock formations. Skeptics argue it could be an unusual glacial deposit, but divers who visited the site reported malfunctioning electronics and strange interference when near it. Despite numerous expeditions, no one has been able to explain what the Baltic Sea anomaly truly is, leaving it one of the most baffling deep-sea mysteries ever discovered. Number 9. The Upsweep Sound. The ocean is already an eerie, mysterious place, but the strange sounds recorded in its depths, even scarier. In 1991, the NOAA, or in long, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, picked up an unusual, repeating sound coming from somewhere deep in the Pacific Ocean. It was a high-pitched upsweep, lasting several seconds at a time, and to this day, scientists still don't know what caused it. Unlike whales or earthquakes, this sound had no clear origin and seemed to increase in intensity during spring and fall. Some researchers think it could be linked to volcanic activity, but the fact that it has never been pinpointed makes it a chilly mystery. Could it be an unknown deep-sea creature? Or something we haven't even imagined yet? Whatever it is, it's still out there, somewhere in the depths, continuing to make its presence known. And until we uncover the truth, the upsweep sound remains one of the ocean's creepiest unexplained mysteries. Number 8. Narwhal tusks. Narwhals are often called the unicorns of the sea, but their legendary tusks remain one of the ocean's strangest mysteries. This spiraled, sword-like tooth, sometimes growing over 10 feet long, has baffled scientists for centuries. What's it for? That's where the debate begins. Some believe the tusk is a status symbol, much like a deer's antlers, helping males attract mates. Others argue it's a sensory organ, packed with nerve endings that detect temperature, pressure, and salinity changes in the Arctic waters. And then there's the battle theory. Some think narwhals use their tusks as weapons, either against predators or rival males. But in 2017, drone footage revealed something shocking. Narwhals using their tusks to stun fish before eating them, something never seen before. This raises even more questions about their purpose. Are they weapons, communication tools, or something else totally? Well, only God knows the answers. Number 7. The proboscis worm. Meet the proboscis worm, a creature straight out of the Hellboy movie. Scientifically known as Parborlasia corrugatus, this 6-foot-long ribbon worm lurks in the icy depths, slithering across the ocean floor in search of its next meal. And trust us, you do not want to see how it eats. The proboscis worm's feeding method is the stuff of nightmares. Instead of biting or swallowing, it shoots out a sticky, web-like proboscis to ensnare its prey, coating them in a mucus-like secretion before slowly sucking them in. Some species even produce neurotoxins to paralyze their victims. But it's not just a predator, it's also one of the ocean's most resilient scavengers. These worms thrive in extreme deep-sea conditions, enduring crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and near-total darkness. The deep sea is full of terrifying creatures, but few are as unsettling as this creeping, predatory ribbon of death. What do you say about this cutie? Number 6. The Mariana Trench. If Earth has a final frontier, it's the Mariana Trench. This underwater abyss, located in the Pacific Ocean, is the deepest place on the planet, plunging 11,034 meters into darkness. To put that in perspective, you could drop Mount Everest inside it, and the peak wouldn't even break the surface. But depth alone isn't the only terrifying thing about it. The trench is home to creatures that seem straight out of a nightmare. The Dumbo octopus, the barrel-eye fish, the deep-sea dragonfish, and more. Some scientists believe prehistoric creatures could still be lurking in its depths, hiding in total darkness under pressures over 1,000 times stronger than at sea level. Explorations have been rare because the conditions are so extreme that even advanced submarines struggle to survive. But what if something massive lives down there? Something we haven't found yet? Until we explore it fully, the Mariana Trench will keep its secrets locked in the abyss. Number 5. The Bermuda Triangle. It's one of the most infamous ocean mysteries, and we've talked a lot about it. It's a stretch of ocean where ships and planes vanish like invisible man. In the Bermuda Triangle, more than 500 ships and 200 planes have mysteriously disappeared, often without sending signals or leaving trash behind. Here, compasses go haywire, navigation systems fail, and countless conspiracy theories, from Atlantis to aliens, have tried to explain the bizarre occurrences. Some scientists suggest rogue waves, massive, unpredictable waves capable of swallowing entire vessels in seconds. Others blame human error and magnetic anomalies that throw off navigation. Despite decades of research, there's still no single, definitive, logical answer. Planes and boats continue to report weird phenomena in the area, and some ships have even been found abandoned, floating eerily with no crew in sight. Like ourselves, we don't know what it is. Number 4. Underwater crop circles. Mysterious, intricate patterns have been spotted on the ocean floor, leading some to wonder, are these underwater crop circles the work of aliens? Well, not quite. It was love-struck pufferfish. Male pufferfish create these elaborate, geometrically perfect circles by flapping their fins, carving delicate ridges and symmetrical shapes into the sand. Why? To impress their girl and friend both. The more intricate the design, the more likely a lady will lay her eggs in the center. These romantic architects put in days of non-stop work, sometimes building circles up to 6 feet wide. But not all underwater circles are fish-made. Some are formed by deep-sea currents, volcanic activity, or unknown geological forces. Scientists are still puzzled by some larger formations that stretch for miles, with no clear explanation. Could these be evidence of aliens? Number 3. The giant oarfish. If sea monsters were real, they'd probably look like the giant oarfish. Stretching up to 56 feet long, this serpent-like creature is the longest bony fish on Earth, yet almost never seen alive. It lives at depths of 3,300 feet, emerging only when sick, dying, or mysteriously washing up on shore. In 2013, 2 massive oarfish carcasses surfaced on California beaches, leading to rumors of an impending earthquake. In Japanese folklore, these deep-sea giants were called Ryugu no Tsukai, messengers from the sea god, appearing before natural disasters. Some scientists suggest oarfish are extra sensitive to seismic activity, but there's no proof they can predict quakes. What's even stranger, despite their size, we don't know how many species of oarfish exist. Number 2. The underwater pyramids of Yonaguni. Off the coast of Japan lies one of the most mysterious underwater structures on Earth, the Yonaguni Monument. Discovered in the 1980s, this massive submerged formation features terraces, steps, and eerie right angles, resembling an ancient pyramid swallowed by the sea. But is it really evidence of a lost civilization, or just an accidental masterpiece of nature? Scientists are split. Some argue that the symmetrical design, stair-like structures, and linear edges point to human craftsmanship, possibly dating back over 10,000 years. Others insist that tectonic activity and underwater erosion naturally shaped these formations. But here's where it gets even weirder. Some divers claim to have found carvings and stone tools near the site, suggesting human involvement. If true, the Yonaguni Monument could rewrite history, proving that an advanced civilization existed long before recorded history. Until then, this submerged enigma remains one of the ocean's greatest unsolved mysteries. Number 1. The ocean floor is a shipwreck graveyard. The ocean floor is littered with the ghosts of history, an estimated 3 million shipwrecks, each with its own untold story. From World War II battleships to centuries-old Spanish galleons, these vessels now rest in eternal silence, swallowed by the deep. But while their crews may be gone, their hollowed-out hulls have found new inhabitants. Over time, these wrecks have transformed into artificial reefs, now bustling with marine life. Coral, eels, sharks, and schools of fish have made their homes in what were once symbols of war, exploration, and tragedy. Some of these wrecks are well documented, like the Titanic or the USS Arizona, but less than 1% of them have been explored. Then there are the mystery wrecks, lost ships that vanished without a trace, only to be found centuries later, eerily preserved in the deep. What else is waiting to be discovered beneath the waves? Well, who knows? But if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon.